WWE calls WrestleMania the grandest stage of them all, but a lot of WWE events took place at pretty grand stages too. In past few years, every SummerSlam, Royal Rumble and some other premium live events has been held in stadiums, and most likely they will continue doing even more stadium shows every year. But which of these events were the biggest in WWE history? Keep watching to find out, because this is 10 biggest non-WrestleMania crowds in WWE. Number 10. Royal Rumble 2023 in Alamodome, San Antonio, Texas. Attendance 51,388. This event is pretty recent, and most likely another Royal Rumble premium live event will push out 2023's Rumble from this list in the next few years. But it was a very memorable event, and I'm sure that everyone in the audience got their money's worth. Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble match and Rhea Ripley won Women's Royal Rumble. We also got to see last Bray Wyatt's match. Unfortunately, it wasn't great, but like always, Bray wanted to be creative and think outside the box. In the main event, Roman Reigns defeated Kevin Owens and defended his undisputed WWE Universal Championship, but the real main event started after the match. Bloodline was beating Kevin Owens, and Roman told Sami to hit Owens with a chair, but Sami Zayn turned on Roman Reigns in a very emotional way and hit Roman with a chair instead. Then Bloodline beat up Sami too, but Jay just stood in the corner and left. The end was just brilliant. It deserves an Oscar. This segment is a must watch for every wrestling fan. Number 9. SummerSlam 2023 in Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Attendance 51,477. SummerSlam in 2023 barely beat that year's Royal Rumble in attendance numbers, but for sure it wasn't as good as the Rumble. It was probably the low point of Bloodline's story. Roman Reigns defeated Jey Uso in the main event in a tribal combat match, but the match was too long and nothing memorable happened. Once again, Roman won just because of interference from other Bloodline members, and Jimmy's turn on Jey led to nowhere. Jimmy's reason for attacking Jey had no sense at all. Ronda Rousey had her last WWE match and it was really bad too. Other matches were decent but not memorable and for sure didn't deserve such big stage. The highlight of the show was Io Sky's cash-in. Number 8. Royal Rumble 2017 in Alamodome, San Antonio, Texas. Attendance 52,020. This was first WWE's non-WrestleMania event held inside stadium in a very long time. It was last year when we got to see only one Royal Rumble match, because from 2018 WWE added Women's Royal Rumble match to the card. That year's Royal Rumble match had a lot of big names. Brock Lesnar came out at number 26, but he was eliminated by entrant number 28 Goldberg. Undertaker entered at number 29 and eliminated Goldberg. In the end, Randy Orton eliminated Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble. Also in this event, John Cena defeated AJ Styles for WWE Championship in an epic match and won his record-tying 16th World Championship. By the way, some of the larger superstars' entrances to Royal Rumble match were really funny. Number 7. Global Warning 2002 in Colonial Stadium, Melbourne, Australia. Attendance 56,734. Australians love WWE. Australia has only around 27 million people living in it, which is lower than some US states. But WWE always do shows in stadiums there, because the Aussies really like wrestling. Weirdly enough, this event didn't air on pay-per-view. It was more like a house show, but they filmed it and later released this event on DVD. Now you can find it on WWE Network too. In the main event of Global Warning, The Rock defended his WWE Undisputed Championship in triple threat match against Triple H and Brock Lesnar. The match was great, but because this event was more like a house show, don't expect to see any title changes. Number 6. Greatest Royal Rumble 2018 in King Abdullah International Stadium, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Attendance 60,000. Well, probably there wasn't exactly 60,000 people in the audience, but we don't have any way to check it, so I guess we will have to assume that it was 60,000 fans after all. This pay-per-view name is very misleading, because for sure this Royal Rumble wasn't the greatest. Well, maybe greatest in size, because the match had 50 people in it. Braun Strowman won the match, received this green championship, and we never seen it again. The whole card looked very promising, because there have been matches like John Cena against Triple H, AJ Styles against Shinsuke Nakamura, and Brock Lesnar against Roman Reigns, but quality of these matches were very far away from being the greatest. Number 5. Royal Rumble 1997 in Alamodome, San Antonio, Texas. Attendance 60,477. This was last non-WrestleMania pay-per-view held in stadium until 2017. Stone Cold Steve Austin won the Royal Rumble match. He put on very great performance. Steve entered the match at number 5 and eliminated Phineas Godwin, Bart Gunn, Jake Roberts, Owen Hart, Mark Merrow, Savio Vega, Jesse James, Vader, Undertaker, and lastly eliminated Bret Hart to win the match. It was Stone Cold's first Royal Rumble win out of 3. The undercard was decent too, because Vader defeated The Undertaker, Triple H defeated Goldust, and Shawn Michaels defended his WWE Championship against Psycho Sid. Well, actually this match went on last, so I probably can call it undercard. But for sure it wasn't the main attraction of the show. Number 4. The big event 1986 in Exhibition Stadium, Toronto, Canada. Attendance 61,470. You probably don't remember the big event, or maybe you never even heard about it. Similar to Global Warning, this event never aired on pay-per-view or on TV, and instead it was released on VHS and later on WWE Network. This show had 11 matches that included a lot of stars from the 80s, like Bobby Heenan, King Kong Bundy, Ricky Steamboat, Jake Roberts, Harley Race, Pedro Morales, and in the main event of the show, Hulk Hogan defended his WWF World Heavyweight Championship against Paul Orndorff and won via disqualification. Believe it or not, but tickets for this event were only from 8 to 20 Canadian dollars. Of course inflation exists and 20 bucks were more back then, but it's still very cheap. Just look at WWE ticket prices these days. Number 3, Clash at the Castle 2022 in Principality Stadium, Cardiff, Wales. Attendance 62,296. This was WWE's first premium live event in United Kingdom since 1992, and everyone in UK were very excited. People from all over Europe came to see Clash at the Castle live. The show was great from top to bottom. There have been some very memorable matches like Gunther against Sheamus, to which Wrestling Observer newsletter gave 5-star rating. Later, after Rey Mysterio and Edge's victory against Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio turned heel and became one of the most disliked superstars ever. The main event was a classic. Roman Reigns defended his title against Drew McIntyre. Going into this match, it really looked like Drew will defeat Roman Reigns and win undisputed WWE Universal Championship, but unfortunately Roman defended his title after Solo Sikoa's interference. It really would have been perfect moment if Drew won the championship, but we will have to wait longer until we see Drew McIntyre with World Championship gold again. Number 2, Super Showdown 2018 in Melbourne Cricket Ground, Melbourne, Australia. Attendance 70,309. Every Super Showdown event that WWE produced wasn't very super, to say it lightly. The show really had early Saudi Arabian show vibes. On paper it looks like the show was really good. The card included many big names. A lot of matches look like they could main event any show. For example, AJ Styles against Samoa Joe for WWE Championship, The Miz against Daniel Bryan, Triple H against The Undertaker. Even tag team matches had some very popular superstars. John Cena and Bobby Lashley tagged together. The Shield had 3-3 match, but arguably match of the night was Buddy Murphy against Cedric Alexander for Cruiserweight title. WWE returns to Australia very soon with Elimination Chamber Premium Live event, so let's hope that Australians will get their money's worth this time. Number 1, SummerSlam 1992 in Wembley Stadium, London, England. Attendance 78,927. Until this day, nobody understands why WWE never returned to Wembley since then. Even AEW did the event there in 2023, and they will return to Wembley soon with All In 2024. SummerSlam was first ever WWE's pay-per-view in UK, and Brits had to wait for 30 years for next premium live event. Then they had to wait only 1 year until next British premium live event, so that was nice. SummerSlam 1992 was really a great show, not only because of good matches, but the crowd was very hot and created an amazing atmosphere. In the main event, England's own British Bulldog defeated Bret Hart for WWF IC Championship to close this historic and biggest SummerSlam ever. Out of this list, 4 events took place in the United States, 1 in Canada, 2 in United Kingdom, 2 in Australia and 1 in Saudi Arabia. It looks like WWE are on right path with recent stadium shows, and hopefully stadium shows in Europe and Australia becomes an annual thing too, just like SummerSlam and Royal Rumble in the US. So what do you think about this list? Will WWE break their record soon? Please let me know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling content.